How to lead collaboration in 4 easy steps. Hello and welcome back. I'm Paul Erickson and this is BYO Coach, a channel dedicated to helping you become a more effective leader. Today, we'll examine 4 easy steps for you to unleash collaboration in your organization. If there's a topic you'd like me to speak about, please leave a comment below and I'll try to work up some content on it and we'll talk about it in a future video. There are 4 steps to creating a collaborative environment. The first step is to unblock. What does it mean to unblock? If there's an individual or a team who's being blocked by something or someone, it's your job as a leader to help them become unblocked. That's our number 1 goal, to make sure that the team can continue to move forward. So we want to unblock. Have you ever had a teammate come to you and they're complaining because they don't have access to an asset or a tool to help them accomplish their task? If only IT would give me access to, if only John's team would share, if we just had the information that Lisa's team had access to. These people are blocked, and there's a few ways that you can help them become unblocked. The first thing you can do is just unblock it yourself. Go find the person, go find the team, require or impose upon them, be the big stick, make it happen. One of the risks with this is that you've given your team a fish, but you haven't taught them to fish. And it also is, you're spending some clout here, and you may better use that clout in a future situation. Another way you can help the team is you can give them advice on how they might unblock themselves. And this is far better than that first scenario because you are telling them how they can unblock themselves, so you are teaching them to fish, but you're still doing the critical thinking here. And what we really want to do is encourage the team to do the critical thinking. The third way, and the way that I think is most valuable, is to solicit from the team how they might unblock themselves. Ask them, hey, what have you done? What do you think you could do? What would you like to do? And help them come to that realization themselves. So now you've helped them become that critical thinker in how can I unblock myself, and you've taught them something in this process. They also feel like, wait, they're empowered and they understand they can go help themselves in the future. So regardless of how you decide to unblock them, the most important thing is to make sure you keep the team unblocked. If you find this information useful, please give me a thumbs up below. And if you can share it with somebody else who might find value, I would greatly appreciate that. Connecting. It's just what you think it is. If you know of 2 people or teams who are doing principally the same thing, go ahead and preemptively put them together. Help them understand that, hey, there's a team over there, there's a person over here, they're doing something just like you're doing. You might want to get started by sharing ideas with them and help solve that problem together. A benefit of this is that you're really encouraging them not to rely upon themselves, but they can rely upon the organization at large. Another benefit of connecting is that since we have more eyes on the problem, we're probably creating a more durable solution. This solution probably looked at more use cases and it mitigated more risks just because the 2 problem spaces, while they were adjacent to one another, they were different enough that it made the solution more robust, covering more use cases. Making these connections, it really helps the organization because you're reducing redundancy and you're removing waste from the process. In addition to teams that are doing similar type work, one of the things you might be able to do is point a team to another team that can unblock them. So they're going to be dependent upon the output of another team. So let's put these 2 teams together early on. I don't need to solve the precursor. I just need to solve the hard problem that is really in my domain space, and I can let that other team solve the precursor problem. This helps overcome a natural instinct of most humans to think they have to solve the problem themselves. I try to tell my team that I don't care who solves the problem. What I really care about is that the problem gets solved. So you don't get extra credit because you worked really hard to solve the problem if you could have solved the problem 2 weeks ago just by reaching out to another team. The real goal is to solve the problem, not to get credit for solving the problem. It is always in your interest to make connections. For more information on leadership, please visit our companion site, Be Your Own Coach. There's a link in the description below. Our third step in collaboration is to combine and experiment. Most patents in the US are not original ideas. They're improvements on existing ideas, or they're combining two or more previously discovered ideas and creating a new solution for an additional problem. Consider Bitcoin. As I record this video, Bitcoin's valuation is about $9,000 US per Bitcoin. Out of nothing. Bitcoin is not, in reality, a new idea. It's a combination of three older ideas. The ability to hash, the ability to have a distributed ledger, and the ability to create proof of work, which came out of the old anti-spam process in emailing. Encourage your teams to combine and experiment. One of the things that I find most enjoyable is to say, I've got this new problem. It looks similar to an old problem, so can I take that old solution and add something else to it, or take two existing solutions and create a new solution which is going to help me out with this new problem space? That's really one of those things that's really amazing, because you don't start from ground zero. Each of those two solutions is already in existence, and whether or not you take them as is, or you take parts of them, or you smash them together in a new way, you're probably not starting from square one. Teach your team to combine and experiment. Be playful. If this type of content speaks to you, please consider subscribing. And when you subscribe, hit the little bell icon. That bell icon is what's going to notify you every time I upload new content. The fourth step in leading collaboration is support. For a team to be truly collaborative, they will need your support. Part of this collaboration, and we talked about it just moments ago, this experimentation, well, many experiments fail. Most experiments fail. And we want to encourage that fail-fast environment. With that failure, we have to remind the team that it's okay to fail, because it's an opportunity for us to learn. And that learning is what we're going to move forward with. And eventually we learn enough things not to do that we will hit upon the thing that we should be doing. The other place where support comes in here is that parts of the organization won't embrace the fail-fast thought process. And you need to be able to shield the team from that idea that, hey, they failed, right? Normally this isn't a problem, because if you truly are failing fast, then you're actually succeeding faster than most parts of the organization as well. But in those early stages, we want to make sure that we're showing the team that we have their back. We're supporting them, and we're making sure that we believe in the process of failing fast. The first three steps are really forms of support. When we unblock, when we connect, when we encourage the ability to combine and experiment, we're showing support for the team. Leading collaboration takes only 4 simple steps. You need to be able to keep the team unblocked. You need to help the team connect. You need to help the team understand that they should be able to combine and experiment. And you need to show the team your support. Tell us how you lead collaboration on your team. Leave a comment below. Help us understand what else we might be able to do to encourage a collaborative environment. Before we leave today, I want to remind you, leadership takes constant, intentional practice. You can't lead if you don't continue to learn. I'll leave you with a quote from Jack Welch. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. Please continue your path to leadership by watching some of these videos to the left. I enjoyed sharing with you today, and I hope to see you in the next video.